Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Today we are back with some more Funko news, and Funko did just announce a brand new initiative for their collectibles, and they're trying to bring back FOMO into collecting Funko products. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, it seems like they're going to try to attack that by focusing on limited edition figures, those limited piece counts that I think a lot of Funko collectors really do like. It's actually why probably a lot of people have stayed within the Funko game for so long, because of the chance to be able to pick up some really rare items. We have some pretty rare items in our collection, all the way from like 200 piece items, 500 piece, 1,000 piece, 2,500 piece items. So there's definitely some really cool things you can get that are pretty rare, and with that comes pretty valuable figures as well. So this week, Funko did unveil a brand new limited edition program where there's going to be new collectibles releasing from Funko with different limited piece counts. They will also have brand new stickers, but with it, it will also come with brand new price points for it as well. We'll get in and break down everything that's coming out with this limited edition program. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, if you guys are new to the channel here and you enjoy our content, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like on this video as well if you enjoyed it, and you can always hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. So on Wednesday, Funko had surprised all of us by dropping a brand new blog post and a short video on social media explaining their brand new limited edition program. Essentially, what they tried to share was saying that they have been hearing the fans, and they know one of the reasons people like to collect is the chance to go after some pretty limited piece count figures, and they're wanting to try to bring the FOMO back into the Funko collecting hobby, which I guess from that point of view, I do agree. One reason why people do like to collecting is the scarcity of it. Whenever you see a figure that says 5,000 limited piece count or 2,000 limited piece count, you're more likely probably to try to buy that because of the FOMO, that if you're on the fence of it, oh, it's only 2,000 pieces, probably going to sell out. I'm going to pick it up just in case I do want it, and then figure out what you want to do with it later, right? So as far as from a business standpoint, I guess it is better for them to have these limited piece counts. But over the past couple years, they haven't done a ton of limited piece counts, honestly, outside of their NFTs and a couple like convention exclusives here or there. You're not seeing a ton of limited piece count items. So it's very interesting that they're now announcing this, which I guess could spell a whole lot more being released over the next year. Now, so far, the only information they've given us is one graphic in a short 1-minute video. In the video and on the graphic, they did not explain exactly what figures are going to be coming out, what their limited piece count is going to be. They said they will be rolling out in the near future, so we will stay tuned to hear what's going to be that first limited piece count. Although they did mention something about the brand new She-Ra exclusive that's releasing at WonderCon this weekend. I don't know if that's going to be a part of this FOMO line. I assume it's not going to be. I assume that's going to come a little bit later as they have more time to plan and announce it and get some more hype for it. So what they did give us was this graphic that has a bunch of different tiers with different piece count ranges and different price points to go along with it as well, showing you how you'll be able to pick them up. So we'll go through each one and explain it. So down the bottom, we're going to have the Supreme level, which is going to be a 9,500 piece count down to a 7,501 piece count. These are going to be priced at $20, which is higher than what a normal exclusive figure is going to be. Right now, it's about $15, I believe, for just a regular 4-inch pop. Now, these are going to be available through select retail partners, so we're going to see probably your Hot Topic, Box Lunch, Target, GameStop. Retailers like that is probably where you'll find these sort of limited piece counts. Still pretty limited piece, but nothing too crazy. Next, we have the Elite tier, and that's going to be between 7,500 and 5,001 pieces. This one's also going to be $20. However, this one, in order to buy it through Funko, you're going to have to be a part of the Funko Fan Rewards program, which is a free program. You can just sign up on Funko.com to be a part of it. But it does say that select retail partners are going to be participating in this Elite tier as well. Now, we don't know if that's going to be just like international or if that's going to be here domestically in the US as well. But I'm sure there's going to be some that you'll buy on Funko.com, but you might be able to pick up at one specific location like Hot Topic or Box Lunch as an example. Now, our next tier going up is going to be the Ultra tier, and this is going to be 5,000 pieces or less down to 3,501. Now, this is going to be priced at $25, getting a little bit more expensive, but it will come with a pop protector. I assume it's a hard stack that it will come with. And this one, you will also have to either be a Fan Rewards member or it will be available at select retail partners, getting a little bit more rare, but again, that price point is going up just a tad. And then we go up to the Royalty Limited Edition, which they use that name over with the Funko NFT. So interesting seeing that they are reusing that. This one is going to be at a $30 price point, will come with a pop protector as well. Same thing, you will have to be a part of the Funko Fan Rewards program or will be available at select retailer partners. Then we have the Legendary status. That's going to be between 2,500 and 1,000 pieces. This one will be priced at $40 and also will come with that pop protector. Then we will have the Grail tier, which will go between 999 pieces and 500 pieces. Super rare there, but it's actually be priced at $50 and does come with the pop protector. But this one, you have to be a part of the Funko Fan Rewards program to buy it. It will not be shared with any retail partners. Then it gets even more limited, getting to the Mythic tier, which is going to be between 499 pieces and 100 pieces. And this will be priced at $60, also exclusive to the Funko Fan Rewards program. And the top tier is going to be called the Ultimate tier. And at most, it will have 99 pieces in this. Could have potentially signed figures as well. And the price point for this is pretty crazy, between $100 and $200, and will be exclusively available through the Funko Fan Rewards site. Now, before I got into looking at the price points of everything and how these tiers worked out, I thought overall this was a good idea. Again, focusing more on those limited piece counts, gonna get people excited, get people wanting to buy more of these figures, and I thought it would be a good thing. However, now after seeing this graphic and breaking it down and seeing the price points, it's just a little fishy. You know, for me, seeing how Funko's business model has been for a very long time, and especially when they got really successful, you know, between like 2017 and like 2021, 2022, they did put out a lot of limited piece counts and they always sold out, but they made sure that they always made more and more money because those limited piece counts would just drive more interest into the next drop. But as soon as they started pulling back on that more and more, and they tried to release more comments and try to go way too wide and get way too many retail partners, that's where things started to slow down a little bit because they just spread themselves too thin. And now they're thinking that, oh yeah, we can continue spreading ourselves thin, but just drop in some limited piece counts here or there, but just charge a higher price because it's already proven that people are going to want to buy limited piece counts because they did before. I think what they fail to realize is that people don't have the same interest in these Funko figures as what they once did. I know there's still a pretty big fan base for Funko. Of course there is, but I'm not sure if it's that big enough to be worth spending $50, $60, $40 on one figure just because it's a 2,000 piece count or a 1,000 piece count. I'm sure there's some people that are going to buy these figures because of the limited piece count or because they think that it could go up in value later. But I think it's a really risky proposition, both from a business standpoint, but also from the collector standpoint. Because who knows if you buy this figure, say a part of the Grail tier, which is supposed to be between 500 and 1,000 pieces, you spend $50 on it, thinking it's going to be a pretty rare and valuable figure, and then a year later it ends up being a $20 pop because it wasn't really an interesting character and you just bought it because of the limited piece count. That's going to be a risk. Now, of course, there's always a risk whenever you buy a figure that the value could go down or you might not be able to resell it later. And I hope that you're not getting into these figures just to be able to flip it later. But at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think this is the best business strategy. If they just want to try to release more limited piece items, try to stir up more interest in the product, I thought that would have been a great idea. But it seems like they're trying to take advantage of your loyal customers who also love limited piece counts. And now you're trying to take advantage of that, try to get an extra $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 out of them just because it has a special piece count. I don't know. I think it's weird. Maybe you guys do think differently about this. Maybe you do think it's great. Maybe you are excited to be able to get some of these limited piece counts. I guess we're going to have to wait and see what the actual figures that they release are, because there could be some really, really special figures, maybe some really cool Freddy Funkos, or maybe some pretty rare characters that we haven't seen in a long time, or some really cool variants of characters that we love. And maybe if they just do a really good job of picking the right characters for these releases and release them at the right time and hyping them up in the right way, right? Maybe it could work. I guess it could work. But the one other thing that I think is also up in the air as well that they did not explain at all is how it's going to work with the Funko Fan Rewards site. Is it going to be something that they're just going to drop online, like they just drop it on Funko.com with their normal releases, and it's a free-for-all to be able to get it? What happens when it's these really limited piece counts, when it's a 99 piece count or a 1,000 piece count? Obviously, most people are not going to be able to get in there. So are they going to use a lottery system? How is it going to make it equitable and fair for everybody? I know they have the EQL. Are they going to use that for everything or only stuff under a certain piece count? No idea how that's going to go about. I think they did a okay job explaining this, but there's definitely some key details that they left out that I think would have put a lot of people's concerns to rest if they just thought through it more before making this announcement. But I think it all depends on what these figures are. Again, like I said before, if it's great figures, if it's really cool stuff, people will buy it. But if you're going to try to release, a figure that would have been a common, but just slapping a 999 piece count, if you release another just regular Batman pop, right? And just slap it on there, like slap that sticker on there, people aren't going to necessarily buy it because it looks like any other regular common Batman. But if it's something really cool, maybe a version of Batman we've never seen before, something really special, that's what can drive that interest. So hopefully Funko does the latter and does stick to making these really special and really cool and collectibles people would actually want to take home. Well, there we have it, guys. There's all my thoughts on the brand new Funko Limited Edition program. I'm a little skeptical on it. I think we'll have to wait and see until Funko releases more information on this. I think it might be good, at least for like these shared retailer ones that are like $20 or $25. And if they put some out that are cool, I might dip my toe in there. But it's probably going to take something really, really special for me to have to spend $50 or $100 on a figure, even if it's a limited piece count, because I could just be buying all the Funko NFTs, and I pass on most of those myself. So I don't think that any of these are probably going to call out to me that much to spend $100 on it. But I don't know, maybe you guys see it differently. I would love to hear what you guys think about the Funko Fan Rewards program. Would you be spending $50, $60, $100 on a figure if it meant that it's guaranteed to be a 500-piece figure or a 200-piece figure? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on all this in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like in this video as well if you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.